A little pregnancy update. We are officially 30 weeks today. It's crazy how fast this pregnancy has gone by. Seriously. Like I mentioned before, I was like a week and a half late with Briar. So we either have 10 weeks, 11 weeks, maybe 12 weeks left. So we'll see. I can definitely tell that this baby is sitting a lot lower in comparison to where Briar was. I feel a lot more movement near my pelvic bone in comparison. I definitely feel some kicks in my ribs, but the most of the movement I feel is kind of down below, which is interesting. I think we still have not done the anatomy scan. We're in the process, so hopefully that will be scheduled pretty soon. But I don't know, I feel like maybe I didn't feel too much with Briar because of the placenta placement, and maybe the placenta is placed differently. I don't know. We'll find out pretty soon here. Sometimes I think I'm having twins because I'm just feeling so much movement in comparison to Briar that it's insane. I am getting over a sickness again. I swear my my immune system is absolute shit during pregnancy. This is the second time I've had like a head cold with a nasty cough, and like the cough literally is straining the muscles in my chest. Like my ribs hurt. I had a pain in my chest yesterday, or like last night, just from the coughing. So we've been doing a lot of herbal remedies. I have like the Cough Be Gone by Earthly that I really like, which I think is helping. We do the onion, where you cut up an onion. You can either put it on your feet and like wrap a plastic bag and then put your socks on, or you could just cut up an onion, put it in a bowl in your room. And then a lot of tea with, not even tea, but like warm water with honey, ginger, and lemon. So I really, really don't like to take anything during pregnancy. I did have a massive migraine the other day where I couldn't get rid of it naturally. And when you're a stay-at-home mom with a toddler, sometimes I'm very thankful for modern medicine. So I took some ibuprofen and that went away within like 20 minutes. So it's always nice to have that second line of defense when you need it. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I am so exhausted. I'm still moving around, still getting things done. Activity has gone way down. Now we're kind of just stretching and going on walks because the weather is a little bit warmer. I think next week Briar and I are going to go start swimming together up until the end of the pregnancy, I guess. It's just been our open swim here for like lap swimming is at 8:30 at night. That's when it starts. And I can't. I'm going to bed with Briar at like 8. And then he's been having a tough time sleeping. There's like two parts to it. He wants to sleep on top of me. So we co-sleep, as I've mentioned. It's like he wants to like sleep with like his arm around me. It's like we have a king size bed, and it'll be like I get like a sliver, Briar, and then there's like a space, and then there's Austin. So Briar's just very much in the attachment stage. I will say one of the cutest things that he has been doing. No, my hair is always never forgiving. One of the cutest things that he's been doing is whenever we like go out in public, or if like somebody interacts with him, he'll just like point to me and say, "Mama." Like he'll show everybody that I'm his mama. So that's been probably one of the best titles, aside from Miss Caceres, but being called mama is pretty cool. Yeah, just really looking forward to it. It's crazy. You'll hear this cough. It's definitely sounding a lot better than it did last night. And like the last couple of days, it started on like Thursday, and today's Saturday. I'm trying to think of what else. We've been still having our meetings with like our doula and our midwife. Everything is going really well. Yeah, I have no complaints. Just focusing on eating good foods, supplementing, hydrating. Austin and I, we did like the Built to Birth class for Briar's pregnancy. We have full-time access to that class, so we're going to do a refresher on that. I'm not entirely sure what materials we need yet for a home birth, so I'm sure when our midwife goes over that with us, then I'll share with you guys as well. But we're kind of we're chilling. I'm in that like awkward stage where like you have to like roll over to the side to like lift yourself off the bed because you can't just like sit up with doing a sit-up. Some very interesting pregnancy symptoms. I don't even know if they're symptoms, but the hair growth is so interesting. When postpartum, you lose a bunch of hair and your hair grows faster, but when you're pregnant, like the hair underneath your arms or like on your legs, like it just grows so much slower. So that's definitely been nice through the winter, not having to shave as much. Briar's just been so attached. I've noticed that it's starting to pick up a bit more. Last night was the first night that his like hand fell asleep, and so he woke up and he didn't know what to do because he must have like laid on his hand wrong. So that caused some trauma this morning. I still have a bit of a rash on my arm. The rashes are definitely a lot better this pregnancy in comparison to with Briar. I remember with Briar, I had rashes on my kneecaps, like behind my knees. My ankles were super itchy. My arms, like right by my elbows. Those were like super itchy too. So I just have one spot, which is slowly going away. So I thought it would all be gluten related, but then I also think like it could be, just general dry skin. Maybe I had gluten somewhere in my diet and that kind of flared it up. I've just kind of been paying attention. I've noticed like some dairy products in comparison to other dairy products cause discomfort. So the milk and yogurt that we source from a local farm has had no impact on my stomach, but I'll notice if I have like pizza or something like that, like my stomach will start to act up. So I've kind of just been like taking notes of that, staying away from processed foods, focusing more on whole foods. But yeah, just really looking forward to this birth. I think I have moments of like, am I doing enough? Should I be doing more? But I'm doing all that I can. I did not realize how tired you feel when you are pregnant and you are running after a toddler. So I can't even imagine what it would be like having multiple kids and being pregnant. But we are moving along. So I can play with 30 weeks. That's crazy. Our next appointment with our midwife, I'm doing blood work. She's going to check my A1C to see if there's any signs of gestational diabetes or any chance of hemorrhaging. I don't know. I think it might be the red blood cells that she checks for that. I'll have to ask and I can relay back. But yeah, I cannot believe it. So here's to almost being done. We are on our way to our, should I say first ultrasound? Our midwife did an ultrasound. She did it like on her app.
Weeks pregnant.
Yeah. So this is our first official ultrasound and probably our last ultrasound as long as everything's okay. We have decided not to do the anatomy scan, but we are gonna do just a quick scan to check the placenta, the amniotic fluid, just see baby, check heart rate and all that good stuff. So I'm excited. This is truly our first time. Yeah, Shelly, our midwife, she did that quick ultrasound. If you watched our first video, quick ultrasound. So we'll see how it goes. This place. This is so cute.
Oh. Come here. Bye-bye. Come here. Hey, no. Well, let's leave that there. Come here.
I want to see his face. Burridge,
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And we should probably make sure that there's only one baby and not two.
What do you mean?
Can you imagine?
I could. Like, that wouldn't be like the weirdest thing to happen to me.
No, I only see one.
Perfect.
Okay, so head is up here. So baby is still breech. Still have time to turn.
Perfect.
Yeah, that would be.
It's a baby.
Here's another nice socket here. The other one's over here, but we can't really see it.
Yeah.
But man, Meyer is so active. He's so much fun and so much on the go. I'm like, man, if we have two of Briar, I'm
You're
gonna.
like, be sick and tired. Boys are definitely wired differently.
All right, we
It's
just
a boy. It is a boy.
we just finished the ultrasound, and
That's crazy.
she told us that
What's
the
your excuse for
baby.
being so emotional in this pregnancy? Is it a lack of sleep? Not getting the princess treatment, sleeping freaking 16 hours a day, not working, not doing anything the whole pregnancy?
You're so sweet.
I'm just being honest.
So the kidney has more has fluid, a little backed up, and
I
that's
also saw a penis.
exactly what happened with Briar. And then Austin claims he saw a penis. So we're thinking baby number
And
2
even
is a boy.
She's like, yeah.
Okay, so to wrap it up.
We're having a boy. Having a boy.
I saw that nasty
I saw the
cough.
pee-pee.
Yeah.
I saw the pee-pee.
So as I mentioned with Briar, his kidney had a little bit of fluid backing up from just passing like the urine, I guess.
Yeah.
What happens is he's not passing it quick enough, so it
It's
almost
very common in boys.
backs up the urinary tract and
So
causes
odds
some
are,
inflammation.
if you ever have like,
And-
there's a little bit more urine around like
You know,
the
it
kidney
can happen
area.
with the female though too, because I was looking it up when we found out with Briar, and we did find that it was like most common in boys. And then we were like, oh, I think we're probably having a boy.
I also saw with Briar. Saw that one not sack.
No, he did.
Yes, I did. We'll keep that between you and I.
Well,
then,
she'll tell
today I
us to
saw
close.
pee-pee.
Today she'll or during the ultrasound she'll be like, close your eyes. So
And I'm like this. She's like, close your eyes. I'm like,
oh, yep. So that is the conclusion of our scan that we're getting. We'll see if we get another one.
we'll put some photos
She
up
did
on the
say
screen.
she did say the baby was breached, so still head up. But there's still plenty of time for that to.
2 months.
Yeah. So she said if we want to do an ultrasound before baby comes, we can always do that too. So we shall see.
Yeah, 60 to 70 more days.
But she gave us the day of May 10th, and
7 days earlier than originally.
well, so somewhere between May 10th and May 17th, and then baby is 3 pounds.
Yeah, let me show you something.
The 3 pounds and 8 ounces.
Okay. Now you can actually like.
I just didn't know if you wanted the GPS. So baby is.
I know how to get.
Was it 3 pounds and 2 ounces or 3 pounds and 8 ounces? It was somewhere, but she said all was lining up really well. Baby has a lot of hair. We saw some baby rolls.
Yeah, she said the baby has a ton of hair.
But
Brittany's
Briar
hoping
came
for
out-
a brunette.
Briar came
And
out
I'm
with
hoping for another blonde because baby
with
blondes are better.
a full head of blonde hair. But I have been having more acid reflux this round, so they say that a lot of hair causes more acid reflux. No idea if that's true or not. But yeah, so next week we get blood work, and that's about it. We actually went to a place called Baby Bound in Downers Grove, Illinois, and she was very reasonable. It's like that entire scan.
$150.
Yeah, that entire scan that we did, 115 she did. Basically, she checked as much as she could for what was available. And then she looked at the amniotic fluid, she looked at the placenta placement, and what else did she? Yeah, she did height, measurements.
Yeah, all the measurements.
But yeah, $115 in comparison to a lot of other places that were like between $250, $300. Sometimes a little less than that. So as I mentioned, we did not do the anatomy scan, but we did pretty close to it, and we have a pretty good idea we're having a boy. But who knows? You never know.
I saw the penis. Like I did.
You never know
She said,
until
"Don't
they're
look, I
actually here.
looked."
He doesn't know what he's looking at. Honestly, ultrasounds look like TV static, if you ask me.
We're having a boy.
We'll see. So we got our ultrasound photos, and we were looking at them, and I think this is the only photo I want going forward. Literally the only photo I want from now on. Just baby rolls.